David here. Sansang has another hidden gem, and that's brown sugar. And to make sugar, you need sugar canes. Right now we're inside a rare sugarcane plantation. Sugarcane plantation used to be quite common in Taiwan, but now it's a very rare sight. So let's go inside and see what it has to offer. One thing people don't realize about sugar canes is, how tall they actually are. It's incredible. It's only 3 meters. Sugar cane used to be a very, very major cash crop in Taiwan, especially in southern Taiwan. Taiwan used to have a very large sugar industry, and to make sugar, you need tons and tons of sugar canes. The sugar industry in Taiwan was so large, in fact, it had its own rail system to transport the sugar canes. While the industry has all but disappeared, places like Sansang still makes its own sugar.
Sansang once had a vibrant sugar-making industry, but it's gradually declined along with sugarcane plantations. A few years ago, a few villagers banded together to recreate the brown sugar made by their ancestors. After some trials and errors, it finally occurred to them that the key to making great brown sugar is to not use any agrochemicals in their sugarcane plantations.
迄阵有政府咧讲异乡一特色，异乡一特产。阮落来做乌糖，这就是阮的特色啊。这已经失传几百冬呀啦。日本人来，咱就失传尔。我就可以遐想倒转来，讲安怎做。第一冬做了，规个拢失败啦。无迄个咱想的在做，伊讲无用，总要互阮做糖，我就去遐找转来，结果拢做起来拢成功。伊种于厝边遐甘蔗，就是拢无全农药啊，也无去下化学肥，所以迄区甘蔗来做起来。
This is it. This is the legendary brown sugar of Sansang District. Let's give it a shot. By the way, hey, it's not, even though it's called brown sugar, it's actually more yellow, and that's because they don't have any additional additives in it, and they don't add chalk. I think that was one of the ingredients they used to add to brown sugar, but nowadays they refrain from adding that, so it's more yellow than brown. Flavor-wise, it's very unique. It's not, it's sweet because it's sugar, but it has this additional fragrance. It's kind of hard to explain or describe. You have to try it yourself to figure it out. But the best way I could put it is that you can in fact taste the sugar cane in this brown sugar. And I think that's quite unique. Next time folks are in Sansang District, be sure to pick up a bag of their awesome brown sugar. It's not just brown sugar. I see it as a crystallization of all the farmers' hard work. And it's very versatile. You can eat it like candy, I guess, but you can also put it into your drinks, and you can make dessert out of it.